So does moving to sunnier climates improve pain levels? If it's wet and cold all the time, does it make our pain worse? This is an awesome discussion. Let's dive in. Hey guys, Khalid here, welcome back to Clinical Physio. So a really interesting topic, whether or not the weather has any influence over our pain. And in fact, over 62% of people do believe that the weather does have an influence on their pain levels. So that statistic comes from a fantastic paper which I'm going to dive into from Birkenhaus et al. 2020 titled, "Are Weather Conditions Associated with Chronic Musculoskeletal Pain?" But first of all, why might we think that the weather does have an influence on pain levels? Well, there are a couple of factors. First of all, warmer weather is suggested to be better for our joints. It's suggested that our joints are more mobile in the summer and that as individuals we feel more stiffness in our joints in the winter. This is supposedly because we have synovial fluid, a lubricant within our joints, which seems to be more thicker and viscous in winter months, which might make our joints feel stiffer. The next suggestion is that in better weather, we're more active. We go outside more, we walk more, we cycle more, we stay at home less. And actually, that makes sense. But also, we get more vitamin D from the sun when we're outside, which has a major impact on our health as well. Another suggestion is the influence of pain perception and how it can be different in different weathers. Well, how might that work? Well, let's tell a story. Imagine that you're just about to leave the house. It's Monday morning, you're late for work, and it's cold and wet outside, and as you walk out the front door, you stub your toe. Ouch. On the other hand, imagine you're on holiday. You're in the Caribbean, you're on the beach, the sun is shining, and the waiter has just brought out a delicious plate of food for you, and as you go and sit on the table, you stub your toe. Doesn't hurt so much, does it? Now, naturally, in that story, the weather isn't necessarily the only factor, but the suggestion is that when the weather is better, we're happier. When the weather is more rubbish and dreary, we're less happy. And the idea is that when we're happier, we're more likely to ignore the perceived threat of pain from stubbing our toe. So ultimately, the researchers in Birkenhaus et al. 2020 set out to confirm, are these factors reality or are they more just a theory? So the research team looked at 43 different studies focusing on the impact of the weather on pain. Some of those studies looked at very specific conditions which are suggested to be more influenced by pain, such as osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, gout, fibromyalgia, frozen shoulder, and chronic low back pain. Some of the studies looked at self-reported pain levels from patients at various times of the year. Other studies looked at the number of admissions to the emergency department at different times of the year. Overall, I'm sorry, the results aren't as exciting as we thought. So the researchers concluded that ultimately there was insufficient evidence to truly suggest that the weather really did influence musculoskeletal pain. But they did clarify that a big factor here was the lack of quality evidence out there in the studies that they looked at. Some because of sample size was poor in the studies, some the methodology wasn't quite up to scratch, and ultimately they concluded that further research is needed on this topic, so there might be some more interesting answers in the future. But it does highlight that it is something that patients think about a lot, and therefore what should we take from this and put into our practice? Well, like so much in the world of pain, what factors makes a person's symptoms better or worse is likely to be very individual to that person. Pain is a very subjective topic. It's identified and perceived very differently between people. So if one person highlights that their symptoms are better in warmer weather, well, we should believe them when they say that. If they say that their symptoms are worse in colder weather, we should believe them when they say that. And I suppose what's important is to listen and to appreciate what they say, but also use the piece of evidence we've just seen to try and reassure them. So what I mean by this is we can be positive with our patients. If they truly believe that warmer weather, or just warmth in general, is better for their symptoms, then we can encourage it. So if they go abroad in certain months, or if they use a warm swimming pool when they feel cold and that's better for them, great, we can encourage it. But at the same time, we can use the piece of evidence evidence we've just reviewed to highlight that there is no absolute effect that the cold weather will make their symptoms worse. We can try and alleviate that fear that they're going to be much more in pain during the winter months. And we can also try and encourage very simple methods of maintaining warmth at those times, whether it be things like a hot water bottle, whether it be things like a wheat bag in the microwave, whether it be that when they sleep they have more duvets or more blankets on the bed to keep them warmer. Ultimately, we can try and use the best bits from this theory to try and reassure our patient and keep them positive as well. So guys, that's it from me. Look out for more evidence on this topic in the future. I'm sure it will be a really exciting one. But in the meantime, if you'd like more from us, please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for all of our best updates, and you can track more of us on social media, for example, Instagram @ClinicalPhysio, or our website clinicalphysio.com. My name's Khalid. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon here on Clinical Physio.